Okay, let's see. So first things first, what we got going on? Right here, let me take a little nap first. We do this. I have to figure out how to find my chibi because I can't find my Phoenix chibi that I just put on. And I don't really want to leave the base because I feel like as soon as I do, I'll die. Something straight, then you get kicked. You can't connect for however long, 42 minutes exactly. Just long enough for your stuff to despawn, 48, however long it is. Uh, so first we're gonna find out where Wildcard decided to put our chibi, and then we'll get to checking out the base. Go into cosmetics, go to the bottom, select all cosmetics. Okay, let's see how that goes. Here, items, cosmetics. Not creature customs, huh? Unknown? No. That's so wild. They just yanked that thing. What a tragedy. So I'm gonna go ahead and oh, holy sh! There it is. Actually, just keep it in the vault, man. I ain't even trying to lose it at that point. All these things, whatever. I was gonna wear a chibi just to look cool until Ark had to start being weird like that. Now I'm just scared I'm gonna lose it. So let's see. Let's go here. Alright, everything looks good on there. How about we get rid of all that? Let's see, which ones did we just hit? Cloud, there we go. Oh, nice. Mutated, I guess. Okay. So they could probably use some berries. The Rexes are over there still on aggressive, it looks like. They just been doing the war march around the transmitter over there. And 2 months. Well, can't walk up on that, I guess. I hardly ever even get on anymore, to be honest. I'm just waiting on Valguero, you know? We tried to go to Ragnarok and set up a little vacation home over there, just out of boredom. Like, why not? We went over there for a couple hours, and then they ate Loki's character. Wild card won't give him back. Says he put in like 3 tickets. And just whatever. It was Ragnarok 6151. think Loaded Crisis or whatever his name, Loaded Crystal, whatever that dude's name, that YouTuber on there. He made a video about it that I saw. Loki actually showed me saying, let's see, that particular server number was having issues. They rolled back, I suppose, due to being like overpopulated. And me and Hannah fortunately went home. Oh, yeah, Mark too. Mark went home. But Loki stayed over there and it threw his character into the void. So we'll see if he comes back. I hope you do. But Ark be Arkin, you know? So maybe I might pop over to Aberration. The only thing, like, we could fly through building you up a new character. Easy. We would run this overseer, run that Manticore, all that fun stuff. But it's the Aberration, the Alpha Rockwell. Finding the Alpha Basilisk thing, man. I've only ever found one. I've searched and searched and searched, dude. Okay. So they got some food in here. Not a whole lot, but enough, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, that was an absolute tragedy, but the whole point of coming back to Ascended and starting off on official PVE is because I never got to finish the game. Like I've been playing this game pretty much since the beta. Like I played the beta of Ark Evolved, and I went through little ups and downs of taking breaks from it, but for the most part, we've been here since the beginning, and I was never able to beat the game. Never beat Alpha King Titan. Never did Genesis 1 or 2. And they ain't taking us out like that. Ain't happening. Not when we have it. Look at this. I made a nice little metal base up in the trees. We got a cat. Let's see, you got some levels, don't you? I don't know what people put on these cats, though. Anyway. Yeah, go back to this. First, I want to go check on the other servers, so we're gonna go, 5549. That's our Scorched Earth server that we're on. It's pretty much dead at this point, but I don't know if Scorched Earth really has anything going, does it? I would assume most people are doing what we're doing. We have our base over here. It works if we needed to go get wyverns for whatever reason. If they got Ragnarok now, so people probably just go there. Look at you damn snakes, dude. Yeah, our neighbors are gone. There used to be a massive base right here next to this little oasis. But this is a pretty cool little wyvern. I mean, little. This is a huge wyvern. We were just farming metal back when the game came out. It was on 3 times, and we were just stocking. So I was like, let's do this. You fly your wyvern right under here. The wild one goes up in there. You get stuck on those walls, can't turn around. You just pull your wyvern through, park them in this little garage down here. Right here. You come on down. Right here, you know, you just shoot them through these doors. The poison ones will get you, man. They'll spit that shit all the way back here. So you don't really need to come up here, but, you know, I like it. Makes me feel like I'm balling from The Hobbit in the opening scene when Smaug's coming in and lighting everything on fire. They hide behind these little pillars like that'll do something. And at one point we had turrets. I mean, we still have the turrets. They're just empty. I ain't putting no bullets in them. I suppose. Yeah, this is empty, ain't it? Yeah. We took all the elements since we don't really use this trap anymore. And put it in here. Right, we still got some resources. This vault. This was our old kitchen over here on Scorched Earth. It was actually Mark that found this spot. When Scorched Earth first launched, I was struggling to find the motivation to come over here, man, because it was brutal. I never really played it in Ark Evolved. Me and Hannah came over here and we were trying to set us up a little base. We're just starving left and right, getting attacked by little dire wolves and any other kind of nonsense that would hit you out there. Couldn't find any kind of resources, couldn't find anything to live, had no idea what we were here for. Transfers weren't open, you know what I mean? So it was like bare bones, and we were just like, nah, we'll come back after we've got some stuff, after the transfers open, you know what I mean? Like, we had shit on the island, so it was like, why even waste time trying to wander through the desert, man, when we could have just, what do you call it? Brought some tames over or whatever. There used to be adobe structures in the middle here. What you see now that decayed, this empty patch, this was adobe, and this was the little box that Mark had built. And he finally told me one day, he's like, yeah, dude, I found a spot. I built up. I got it stabilized. And I was like, oh, okay. So I popped over here to check it out. And he just has this adobe box up here on a fucking cliff. Look at this. Be careful. Just a long way down. He builds on the side of this cliff. And I had no idea why at first. I was like, what in the fuck? What's the point of this? Why would you do that? Like, and look. You had to fly originally. There wasn't, before we put these stairs in to run up there, you couldn't get up there. You just on here. Damn. And this dude, that's not ours. That's our neighbor. He's been here longer than us. That dude was here first, up on that little ledge. That's why we couldn't build past that point. He's got that whole area up here. I assume that's why Mark came down here. I was like, why the fuck would you do that, dude? Like, what do you want to be on the side of this cliff for? And then he tells me. He says, dude, I saw an ocean of metal over there. I was like, an ocean? Yeah. I didn't believe him at first. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. You know what I mean? You're always saying, like, oh, yeah, there's a fuck ton. There's an ocean of this. Whatever. There's a ton of those. Sure, whatnot. And I'll show you. We'll take a little peek over here. And the thing that I realized, when I seen it, I was like, yeah, it's a good bit. It's not the most I've ever seen. It's like, Aberration has a fuck ton, but you can't fly on Aberration. On here, at least you can get that RG Ink combo going, you know what I mean? But so I come out here, there's a little one, there's a couple little ones down there, you know what I mean, right here. They got these Ceratosauruses now, huh? Here's some more. Then I came up here and I was like, oh, they're just peppered across this whole ledge right here. Are they down here? Yep. There's more metal rocks right there. There's some metal in this little thing. Under these golems, there's some metal. And I was like, yeah, this is a fair bit. Oh, that's new. There's metal up this little thing. On top of here, there's metal. All right here. This is some metal. Look at this. Here's some more metal. This is ours right here, these structures. You can take the stairs all the way up to the top. What's going on, baby? I'm just going around Scorched Earth, showing off our base, telling everyone where our metal's at. Showing them this little lookout that I wanted to build on originally. It would have been cool, but just never got around to it. Looks like this guy's been adding to his base. Or at least he came in and changed up the skins on his behemoth gates. But, you know, moving on. Here's some more metal. All the way across this bridge. Oh, look. The base with the giant phoenix despawned. Damn. Ah, they possibly moved. Or are they just not loaded in? No, they're gone. Up here on this ridge used to be a huge phoenix. Like, you know how people make the metal walls and paint them? It was cool, man. Sad to see that go. More metal along here. Up here's some metal. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. A lot of metal down here. Back in there, there's some. And the thing about the metal nodes on Scorched Earth is, for whatever reason, they seem to give you twice as much as the other server, the other maps. I don't know if that was intended or what the deal is, but like, it feels like it's always 2 times, you know what I mean? And then when it is 2 times, it's a fun time. That's a lot of metal, and that's why we have these massive metal structures over here that are unnecessarily large for no reason. Made us a little ramp all the way down to the desert floor. Cause I don't know if it's still bugged, glitched, however they made it, where you can just take the styla and spam your way across by jumping. But back then, that's what we were doing, and so we, you know, in the beginning, you couldn't throw tames out of your pocket. You had to be within range of a cryo fridge. So since we didn't have a cryo fridge down at the desert floor, we had to have a way of getting back up. We couldn't just carry a flyer with us, you know. Let's see what we got. We don't need that. So let's go put you away. Alright. We used to have bedrooms up here too, but they were all built out of adobe. You can see, like, this was my room. My vault dropped. This was Mark's room. So basically we had the metal, but it's so freaking hot. We built little half walls, raised it up off the ground right here where you see the paint difference. Put these ACs underneath. And our bedrooms were right here. Mine was cool. This was Eric's right here. I don't know if there's anything left in these vaults really. Yeah, I guess a little bit. Just some basic stuff. We got the artifacts already right here. All we need is the talons, you know what I mean? We get Loki run through that Manticore on his new character if he ever makes one. Because I'm pretty sure the rest of us have been through. We got. Oh look, there's another. 1, 2. I guess it's just a 2. Yeah. I got some cannonballs in here. And some cluster nades. And a lot of gas. Oops. Well, anyway. 321 days. That'll work. Oh, hold on, let's see. 8 poison and 10 fire. That's not bad. That's all we need. Alright, so next we have Aberration, which is 5799. This one's been pretty dead too. I'm thinking about I probably should run around here and start looking for the alpha basilisk because I don't really have anything else to do. Come on, let me out. Okay, so we basically have this little crack in the wall base up by the surface. That's where I'm gonna spawn in first. Where you can activate this generator if you need. We keep us a little element up in this vault here, just a couple pieces to turn it off and on. That way you can use the teleporter to get back to the main base. But since I don't have anything on me, let's just go see what's going on. Of course, the nameless come immediately out. Making some grotesque noises. So I don't think it normally lets you build in like this hallway here in the middle, but we were allowed to build off in that side of the wall over there. Looks like this guy is able to build over here, obviously. I didn't mean to kite that over to your tames, buddy. Let's get him away. Come on. Do your worst, you punk bitches. Oh, there's an army of them. Yeah. Aberration's a wild time. This is the map I probably have the least amount of experience on. I don't even know if I ever went to Aberration and evolved. I'm sure I did at some point. Yeah, I mean, I know I did just to like check it out. Loki was, yeah, it was Loki's favorite map. He was always telling me, "Hey, come on over, check it out." And I'd go over, spawn in, see what the fuck he had going on. But then inevitably, I was always just like, "What the hell is happening?" It's cool though, I guess. I like it. I like the idea. Oh shit. The music stopped playing for some reason. I thought they left me alone. Alright, let's go then. Go down swinging. I don't know if I closed the door over there, did I? No, I'm always gonna second guess. We'll go check it here in a second. Yeah, the generator's off in here. So, can't see shit. Where's the door? I know it's in the corner. Okay, that's the vault. I got a little piece of element. There we go. And this here is our Reaper trap. It's 61, 67. Basically, you just run them right in through here. Watch out for the radiation. It's right there on the line. You get him up here, and he drops through. And then those walls right there hold them in place. And do what you gotta do. We only used it once. We built it. As soon as we built it, we went looking for a Reaper. I think like the second or third one we found was a 150. Right down there somewhere. We ran him around, pulled him up through, and there you go. That was the end of that. Yeah, okay, let's shut this door. Anyway, this is the same setup. Generator, bed, safe with a little bit of element. And these guys here are still active, I see. The fucking Artipleras. They're really coming after me. Yeah, this is a cool spot, I guess. I don't know what the deal is with these. You let me in, dude. Oh, it is open. Holy shit, okay. Hell yeah. Hell no. They're climbing through the ground. This is a nice trap. Private, except for that guy. I got him some little tech beds. Very nice. Let's see if this is a... Oh, you can access this. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, wait. I don't want to leave yet. I guess this is where you stand. Let's get this guy out of here. Come on. I did close that for him, yeah. We're going for it. Nothing's gonna stop us. Fuck you. They had to get me with a level 10, man. Alright, let's go check the door right quick, and then we'll bounce back to the main base. Yeah, it was shut. Uh, just one fridge despawned? Is that a thing? Huh. Let's see, Hannah said something about fertilizing these a while ago. How do I check? There you go. Oh, yeah, dude. That one doesn't have any. At least there's some in the base. Let's check this one. Yeah. Let's see. What the fuck? That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to stack them. It's been a minute since I've been on. Got a scuba tank, a hazmat suit. I didn't realize we still had all these tames over here. How much element is left? Oh yeah, there's no door. 136 days? That's good enough for a while. Let's check up on here. Just taking a little look around. Alright. Well, if I step outside, the nameless is gonna spawn all around the place. I guess we'll just start here, you know what I mean? Big door, little door. We're off in this little corner down here. Let's try not to spawn nothing in. So you come up the stairs. I was originally gonna build this level out. You know what I mean? Have like a little second story up here where I can put some bedrooms. We just never got around to it. Didn't care enough. You know? We got these. This is where we decided to put the bossing area. I just grabbed the transmitter from down there and brought it up here, slapped it down. So we moved it back once we were done, but this is where we had all of our Spinos at. And Up here's where we started. So when we came on to the Aberration map, we just kind of spawned in at the portal, ran down, built us a little stone house, gathered up some basic resources, you know what I mean? Made us some metal tools, some flak armor. We got the what do you call it? The glide suits or whatever. What the hell is that? Ravengers, bro. So me and Mark ran and we flew. Oh shit, I didn't know he was gonna launch up here like that. Let's go then. He was trying. Yeah, 130, of course. Anyway, so yeah, up there, that little stone thing that I just got knocked off of, that was that's where me and Mark posted up. We flew as far as we could from the green zone. Landed right there on that little ledge. Built that, and then we looked down and we were like, ah, there's water. We were struggling to find water. That's why we have this long ladder climbing up. Because this originally went all the way down to the floor, but you know, obviously we moved it up after we built the base. And I wanted to finish looking around up here. Just leave me alone, dude, while I can do my... Yeah. So this was a little different, you know, the walls, and we had a ceiling and everything. We had some forges rolling in here. We were cooking, because we were getting a bit of metal. We had us the, oh, where'd it go? There used to be one of them plant X, plant Z, plant Y, whatever, which plant that, you know, you stand next to it, wiggles around, and spits the seeds at you. There used to be one of those right here. I have no idea what happened to it. Maybe it's just not spawning in. Let's go cliff diving, yeah? Didn't quite make it. That Ravenger's still out here? No. Anyway, so you come out here, and we had this little river, you know, that's the radiation zone right there. But you can go down it a fair bit that way before you hit it. So we were like, okay, let's build us a little crab trap. This thing works perfectly. Crabs, like, there's one right there. They spawn all on this little part right here. You just find you a good one. And he's gonna aggro on me. Walk him into here. Come on then. Now you're trapped. Wait, what was that? 130. He hit me twice. I don't know if I've got the stuff to tame him even if I wanted to. But there you go. Works as a Ravager trap also. You get the crab. The crabs are a little fucky about hiding. So it was easier to like walk him up against this wall. And then he would just come straight in. Boom. There you go. Now the Ankleo's pissed. 130 versus 135. Ankleo ain't having none of it. And yeah, come up here, bada bing, bada boom, get you a crab. And that's basically it for Aberration. We didn't do a whole lot really, just enough to get done what we needed. But you know, you can do this. You can get caught by a level 15 Megalosaurus right outside your base. Anyway, there ain't nothing out there but a bunch of organic polymer plants, which was very nice. So we'd come here a lot just to farm polymer. Next on the list, we got Extinction at 5866. At least there's some people playing on this one still, yeah. It is 12:30 in the afternoon on a Tuesday, so we'll give them that much. And here we just built one base. I wanted to be at the tip top of the tallest building in the sanctuary, but you know, I guess everyone else did also. So we're close. We're on the side of it. Let's go start at the top. Come outside here. Wanted to be up there. We'll take what we can get though. So we're on the northern side if you look at the map. We got the snow biome. The forest biome would be over there. And basically you can just sit and chill here on the porch. Wait for drops. You know, you'd be able to see them off in the distance or hear them coming in. It's really cool. I liked hanging out up here. Just aesthetically pleasing, you know. Had our tri tower, little water tank, teleporter. Very nice. You come down in here. This is, I was farming metal up on Scorched Earth, bringing it over here to cook it down. We still got a good little bit, 53k. I was crafting a lot of tech structures over here, getting the element. A little grinding machine. I got some resources. 1500 element left. There you go. The black pearls are nice. And there is some stuff over here, but this food's all pretty much going bad. Yeah. There's a lot of jerky, so it'll be alright. There's not much to the Extinction base. This is kind of really all you need over here, in my opinion. I mean, unless you want to be like them people that got like 20 cloning chambers, but I'm not cloning that many dinos. We were over here doing the ODS drops, you know what I mean? Trying to farm up some equipment. At this point, we're pretty good. I'd say other than breeding up a crew for it and maybe gathering some resources. Look, there's a drop way out there. Pretty sure these are just all empty. Yeah. This is how many cryopods we were getting from the drops. We just had to start shoving them in fridges. Let's see, give me... Let's see what that is. Oh, is the smoke changed color now? That's red. There. We're in here. Okay. Come down here. Get you some water. This is 345 days. There you go. And there's a little balcony down below here. This is a cool little base spot. I like it. Right. Then next one is Astraeos 5960. We built a pretty interesting little base here. And Mark has a couple spots across the map, but I really never did much else other than go to the island down in the southeast and farm the little ODS drops, the little thunderbolts that drop in. Here, we'll start with his. Okay, hideout 1. This is a base Mark built entirely by himself. It's pretty cool. I like how he's got the tech lined up like that, where you can fly in the corner if you wanted to. Oh, I didn't know he put this little porch on here. And he's got an elevator? Very nice. What is it, a dino leash? Does this thing go all the way to the ground? Yeah. That's cool. Peaceful little neck of the woods, man. I like it. Oh, that'll ruin your peace and quiet real quick. I wonder who built this. He's good. Andrew's awesomeness. Interesting. I like how he added in the pillars right here to make these little outcrops. Ain't no way in there. I guess he wanted it because the river. Or a little pond, whatever that is. Let's see if we can get a better look from up top. Oh, very nice. That's cool. He's got the water flowing into his base. Like, oh, let's see if we can see. Yeah, that's cool. The cliff platform with the net. $168, $251, huh? It's a cool looking Tech Rex. Oh, dang, the door is open. I just can't get up to that second floor. This is a nice little spot right here, dude. There's dinos down here staying hydrated. Oh, he's got megalanias. Shit levels. It's a nice little front yard, dude. Peaceful little island. Nice trees on little. It's got 2 waterfalls. Very cool. Yeah, we didn't make it. Alright, anyway, let's go back up. Finish looking in it. It's a nice view, dude. No idea who built them statues. It works. Almost slipped off. Guess he was cooking some jerky out here, huh? Okay. What is this? Just leads out here. Generator. 266. He's got himself a nice hazmat suit. Very good. Look at all these tames. That's a Tech Raptor? 260. Very nice. Oh. Is there anything up here? No. Looks like he started building and stopped. And then you can fly up there, I know that, obviously. I think that's the only way. Whatever. Let's see. HighKrew Ocean. I was like, what's that music from? So you got the piano going. Got some tech ceilings. I don't know how to get up there. What you got? 267. It's a nice little chibi collection. Party Dodo, Party Saber, Party Ink. Some tables next to the kelp. I wonder what these metal foundations we lost were. It's tragic we lost all these tames. But pretty sure we got eggs for all of it. And yeah, I don't know how you get up there. I see the grill. So, I think you just gotta use a tech suit. That's pretty much it. I don't know how to even get out of here. You go through the wall. Oh well. Let's go take us a peek at the lookout. So this is the spot where we used to find the drops. There's an element node. Our main base is somewhere that direction, like on the other side of the smoke. And we couldn't see this half of the little island, so that's why we built the lookout. There's some spawn down there, where that one is, and right over there. But yeah, we got us a nice teleporter, put these fancy lights up, a little sign. Built us a little clubhouse just for hanging out. We got the tech pods, the linked storage box. Got us this nice little couch with these plants. Poker table. Oh, they got rid of the poker tables. I forgot. Something about online gambling. And then here's the generator. Only 25 days, so we'll probably have to put some element in that. But I don't really know how much we need this spot, to be honest with you. Because we haven't been farming the drops at all. I'm burnt out on it. I'm trying to kind of get back into it so I can start preparing for Valguero, but even then, it doesn't launch till September 30th. And it's going to be another 90 days before transfers. Get a little bit of metal. Here, there used to be a robot butler picking all these crops for us. He despawned. And even slap him in this vault. Or the, what was it, the Y traps? That's what we were feeding to the gotchas. We had snow owls lined up right here, spitting the pellets down there where there was a gotcha 1 and gotcha 2. This place is pretty automated. This is our crops in here. We can access the fridges from this wall. So we got eggs to replace them with. A lot of eggs. Nice outdoor kitchen. I need some food. A lot of that meat went bad, huh? I wonder if those are boss Rexes or just random Rexes. You should be able, yeah, there you go. I was gonna say you should be able to access these without having to jump. Okay. Anything in the vault? Not really. Cooker. All right. That's what I was talking about earlier with the Phoenix. People make these, like the metal walls, you know, and then they paint them. Very fun. This is when we were just playing around, bored with the game, basically, and just using all this little fun stuff they put in, you know? Which I did think this is cool. I like this big area here. This box kind of just blends in. On the other side is where we got the spotlight shining up. And I've got the shadows turned off, but you turn them back on, you can do little shadow puppet shows in there. It's very fun, very cool. Again, there was more snow owls lined up on this. Same thing as the other side. Gotchas down here. Like storage box connected to the one up there at the main, you know what I mean? So we just feed them stone or the plant Y, whatever. Wasn't Oviraptor here before. Oh, look. We have a female clone left still. I never even finished this up. I just quit caring at this point. But yeah, we had a big basement part kind of put in. There's supposed to be a wall here. Oh, I'm glad I made it. Let's see. This is the generator for this base. It only has 136 days. This is my little room that I was chilling in. So I think I got some personal tames here. Look, I got enough snow owls to pop right back up on there. There's my otter. I was looking for him. I didn't know he was over here. What's this? He's just empty. Yeah. Okay, we got a tech suit. Very nice. Yeah. Cloning chamber down there. In case you need to clone some shit, there you go. Let's see if there's anything in this one. All empty. Well, at least we got one female element gotcha. The other ones are on the island. We'll just clone them, bring it back over. Okay, and that's how you get back up. Oh. There's also this little stairway back here. I like these lights on the wall. We got this one. This little spot right here. There's a storage closet with nothing in it. I feel like I was gonna check one more thing. But I can't remember, so I guess not. Anyway, so this is the one we had, you know, we'd fill this with stone, that way we could still use it for crafting anything on the replicator there, but you could just take a pocket full of this stone, shove it in this, and go feed the gotchas down there. Our grinder, this is where we would dump resources, structures and things from the drops. Go into this vault here, grindable items, and then you can put them from this vault up into here. Grind them up, toss them out in popcorn, pick them up, slap them in stone, wood, all that stuff. There's a good bit of cement paste there. Yeah, this base is cool. What are these, empty as well? Yeah. There's just a lot of spare cryopods. This used to be where the generator was. These are all our trophies from the drops. There you go. Clock, man. Look, check it out. We got a little spotlight shining up on the clock. This place looks so sick at night. HighKrew vacation home. It's hard to read because of the light, but that's what it says. You come up here, you can activate the clock if you need to from the back, like that. Here's our transmitter. A little hangout spot. Cook you some eggs right here if you want. We've put these up before they gave us the incubators, whatever. This is where we were originally spawning when we first started building the base. And here's some stuff in here. Nothing in those. This is just a water tank, yeah. Should get you a nice little view. The ODS drops come in. Where is it? Back there? Oh, there's one right there. Wait. I don't even feel like doing it. Look at all these cartridges, though. 362, 362, 362. We just slap them on a leash, man. Farm those drops. Go AFK. Oh yeah, one more thing. You go upstairs here. We've got the blueprint tinker thing that I still haven't really messed with to figure out. We had a bunch of blueprints in here. I think Mark put them back in the vault. There's two on that one. What are these two? Come outside. Tribe tower finally ran out, huh? We had so many teeth from doing the drops. And yeah, that's it. Very cool map. I've barely explored any of it. Look at that. Maybe someday. Let's go back to the island. Let's go ahead and refresh all these beds. We lost the one in the south at the Hunter Cave, Pack Cave. I think it's the Hunter, actually. Look at that. He's got some redwood trees up there, man. That dude's been there since day one of this game. Manta ray. What's happening? There you go. You got some element. Turn on this generator if you need to. Use the teleporter. Back then, you used to have the cryo fridges, like I said earlier, to throw the tames out, so that's why all these things have them. You don't need it anymore, it's kind of unnecessary. What is that? It's got a little basis going on under the water, huh? That wasn't there before. This is some clear water, man. I could see forever. Look at this pearl. Look at the size of this thing, man. Let's put it in our pocket. There's some oil rocks here. This is where I used to come to farm organic polymer back in the day, man. There used to be whole little pods of them penguins. I don't see none of them. There's one. Yeah, there they are. Little HighKrew. Level 5. I don't think there's a way for me to get... what's that back? Is this dude online? Or is this just something that got killed? Oh, it's a penguin. I thought that was a bag. I swam all the way out here for it. Level 20. He's just chilling. I don't think there's a way for me to get up there without a flyer. Otherwise, I'd go check it out because it looks pretty cool. Does he just have random underwater vacuum chambers for no reason? Surely there's a point, yeah? What the hell is this? Look, cooking pot. Alright, let's see if we can climb this wall before we die. I guess that's a trap. I don't really know. Maybe it's just to look cool. But yeah, this dude's been here as long as we have. It's pretty cool, I guess. We picked a good server to start out on, I'll say. It's remained pretty populated through the entirety of this game. Which came out, what, 2023? Look at that. Skipping across rocks. Not that one. Wonder what that's for. Maybe we can't get up there. I wish I could. It looks cool. He's got little mods and stuff put in. Brought him some redwood trees out to the ice. What do you think's down there, huh? It's probably the way we should go out here. Let's let curiosity get the better of us, huh? Look, I see that. Little barracuda man down there, huh? Looks like that's all there is. Sometimes off in the corners, you can find like alpha moses, alpha squids, all that fun stuff. This time looks like we're just gonna fade to black. Farewell. Okay. Tech generator. Couple pieces of elements. Same setup as always. This is all we're doing, just refreshing this. Why did I crouch? This base spot was cool. There used to be a big metal box here, the Behemoth Gate. You could tame stuff or just keep your tames hanging out in there. Use it as a launching point, you know what I mean? Go out here and hop on your Basleo or whatever you're using and load them up. But the metal despawned, and the only thing that stayed was the vacuum chambers here. So we lost that, which was a tragedy, but whatever. We don't really use it anymore anyway. Now these little silica pearls spawn right here, so you can go out and get you some if you need them. If we were using an anglerfish and doing this on a multiplied rate, it wouldn't be too bad of a quick little come up, you know? But if you really need some silica pearls, right down there on the ocean floor is where you want to go. Right off the end of the western edge of this cliff right here. It's not drowned yet. I have no idea why these water balls are all staying up. The Cave of the Brutes right down there is where I used to launch from. I'll just drop in, pop out your Basleo. Everyone else has their little bases too. But I like being up here on this little cliff. This here. That's the ocean. This is the lava cave. Come here, get the artifact of the massive. At the time, everyone had stuff spammed all around this cave, and that was the closest I could build to it, so that's why it's over there. This guy has. I love this little structure. This thing looks cool. I can't wait to do stuff like this. I just don't care to until Valguero comes out. That's my favorite map, and that's the one that I want to build our new main base on. So I'm just kind of waiting until then. Keep everything alive, keep everything going. After I get over there and I build the base up and everything, we'll get back to work on finishing this game. Breed us up a little crew, take on that Alpha King Titan. And wait for Genesis, I suppose. Oh yeah, the bed's up here. Just take me to the Dreadnought pit. Let's check on these guys. They're good. Good, 52 levels. These are just the breeders though. These are also good. Let's see. Let's refresh these, shall we? Okay. As you can see, I also got bored building this and just stopped. Oh well. We got the foundations in, built this little thing up here. Now this is where we keep our dreadnoughts. I wanted them over here because I wanted them to be close to this Oviraptor. This dude's been grabbing eggs. They're not connected. Let's check them. You toss them out like this. You move up. Slap them all in there. I really don't need these. At a certain point, might as well just turn them off. He's been sitting here collecting eggs for months. Can't throw the mantis eggs, I forget. So yeah, full of eggs, full of eggs, full of eggs. Crazy. These full of eggs, Full of eggs. Absolutely insane. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with all these. I don't even want to take time to go through them all. We'll find out. This whole thing. We're just waiting to move. And we'll sort it all out there. I was working on this from the beginning, man. That's what I did way back in the day when I first started playing on Evolved. The moment I seen people flying around on colorful RGs, I was like, dude, how do I do that? And I wanted to become an RG breeder. Never really got to the point. But now we're here, we've done it. So these are all just for color. I'm just getting the color specific. All these levels suck. Once I pull the solid color from them, I breed them with the one that has the levels, which is all black. And then once we get the levels and the solid color, we find the male and female mating pair, get the guarantee, and boom, we're done with these Teparas up here. Solid red. This is just levels. Solid black, solid blue. That was another cool little project I was doing because of the Scorched Earth map, and I was like, damn, look at all these Tepara spawns over here. Felt like I was living in the sky of Extinction like we were once we started living in the sky of Extinction. It levels on these. Pretty sure this is the top stat, 351. It goes to 362, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't really care to be trying to get a couple more levels on the origins at this point. They're fine to get like 7,000-8,000 weight after leveling. We got these cartridges we've had from the beginning. And these gigas that I got off some dude. These things are sweet, man. I'm pretty sure they're pure melee. 640 on pop. I may be wrong about that, but underneath we've got all of these, which I probably should just put away, to be honest. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do that later. Let's see. Let's check all the element in the base should be the same, yeah? 68 days, yeah, like 2 months. Teleporter right here. This is the last place that we were raising babies. What'd you say? Gators? Underneath? Yeah. That's where Hannah's been breeding up these Dinosuchuses. Trying to get a boss crew ready. And we're gonna see how they do. Let's see. This is nothing over here. Probably should just close this off. We got us this nice little cloning chamber. All these are separate. I'm pretty sure these are berries. All these troughs. Let's see. This is all raw meat. There's some in there. Very nice. Yeah, they're pretty full. I guess you're keeping them full for the dinos underneath? Okay. And then this little pod over here, this is all just miscellaneous. I think I was using it for seeds, raising some shine horns or something. I guess someone had some meat in here. Oh, it's all spoiled. Yeah. What's this guy? He's eating something. Look at these Gigaraptors, man. Sick. They're imprinted. I don't think they're leveled. 61.
No, the other one.
Yeah, it's 362. That's what they pop at. So they're not leveled. What? This one?
That's the new one. It's got better stamina.
He's not imprinted. So they're 1,000 melee on pop, huh? Crazy. Okay. Right up in here, we got the Oviraptor that gathers all the eggs from the Meguanas and the Gigaraptors and the Dinosuchuses down there. Where do you put these, baby? In these fridges? So we got some fridges set up there. He collects those. Get you a little sip of water. Okay. So up here, this is where we got the Eye of Sauron. This is our alert system. Because this is where we were hatching eggs for however long we were hatching eggs until they gave us these incubators. And now it doesn't really matter because you just kind of stick the egg in there and pop it when it's ready. Which, these are ready, baby. These Karcha eggs in here. So, at one point we were keeping track of all the stats. Different lines up on the little bulletin boards or whatever up there. What is that? Why you got an egg incubator up here? He carried eggs all the way up here and sat on this bench. There you go. That way you can look at everybody.
That was for the Meguana.
There used to be. Oh, this is where the Meguana sat.
Yeah, so when you claim the babies, they wouldn't die. They die when the signature was fast. You don't need that anymore.
Oh yeah, very nice. That's a good idea. These are still probably full of eggs. Yeah, they're all labeled too. Gigaraptors, Megalosaurus, Rex, more Rex. These Stegos are good. Fire, Lightning, Beauty, Giga, Karcha, Snow Owl. What are these? Pago eggs? RGs? Nothing. RGs and Taparas, RGs and Taparas, RGs and Taparas. Yeah. This is the result of getting bored with these RGs and Taparas and just letting the Oviraptors collect eggs for who knows how long. These should just be empty, yeah. I think these were all RGs that I was gonna. Oh, look, there's Pyromanes in here. I didn't even know that. There we go. Level's a little too high, I think, if that's unleveled. This is where the old generator was. I guess it still got some fuel in it, huh? These are all the best stats. Top line fairies, top line Rexes, aberrant Spinos, those things are nasty. These Uties are good too. Basilisks. Come out here. This used to be where I kept all the RGs, and then we moved it to Taparas, and then now we took them all down because we got the colors flushed out pretty good. I'm still working on getting this blue. Yeah. We have so many eggs from them, though. I don't know which eggs are from that one. Like, here's more eggs. No. I quit caring at some point, baby, you know what I mean? And I was just kind of like, well, they're there, you know? Like, look, we have a whole fridge full of Pago eggs. So I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care what we lose. And wait till Valguero, and then we'll just start hatching things and regrow everything. These, I think, was all the... Yeah, these are all the different colors, breeding pairs, all that. So way back when we first built this base, Eric was actually the first one to get a Giga Egg. And he got it from somebody, and then something happened to it. I don't know what happened to it. He fell asleep on it or something. He lost it. It went somewhere. It was gone. So then he went and got another egg. And we were like, all right. I stole it from him. I stole his egg, and I hid it, and I cooked it in this place. And I told him he would never find it, and I don't think he did. I think I ended up showing him this eventually. But yeah, you come down through here and come up to this. This is a hidden wall, and it leads you to this little staircase. And then you come up this little staircase. It takes you into this little room here. Go up here. I used to have these walls lined with cryo fridges. This is where I was keeping all my experimental things. I took them all down though. And I was cooking his Giga Egg right here, right under his nose. I don't think he ever really looked for it, to be fair. But yeah, Bob's secret spot. This is where I was. Chilling right here. And then there was another way in. Because this is actually underneath. Oh, I stuck? Look, I can't get over this. There. Right here. Right by the alarm system. Sneaky, sneaky. There we go. This guy's still alive. He's stuck in the corner. It's about how useful they are. And we were growing these plant Y traps. Having the robot pick them and put them over here in this vault, which he doesn't do. But theoretically, oh, he's stuck. We got to get him out of this corner. Huh? That's alright. But the idea was you would popcorn them out of the vault. They'd land right there. The gotchas would pick them up and start munching on them. They would make little crystals. The Pago would pick the crystals up. Then I would put the crystals in here. And this is all organic polymer. And this is how we were crafting things. All them tech structures. It's a good bit. So whenever you need to make something, you just come grab you a handful of these crystals, pop them open, call it a day. These are empty. Yeah, as I use those last. And if we didn't feel like feeding them the plant Y, we'd feed them stone from these. Why? Let's check this here. This is the food that the Pagos and the Gotchas, everything eats out of. Pretty sure these are random tames, yeah. Yeah, I don't feel like going through that at the moment. Event colors. This is everyone that kind of gets used as a little work crew. Birds are flying around, things are killing stuff. Food to feed them. Simple, easy to remember. Oh yeah, we looked at this earlier. This is the main tech generator. This is where we used to raise all the babies, is right here. We got, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tech troughs down here. Let me just put them all there. Sit right here and watch them. This is where we were raising little dodos, little shine horns, little tiny pets, you know what I mean? Just kept them in this little pen right here. Gave them something to eat out of. Eventually we had I replaced it with that cryo fridge. Right there was a couple tech troughs when we were feeding all the shine horns. Why is there a ladder here?
That's right there.
Oh. This was originally our kitchen until we turned it into the place where we all gave birth to reapers. Whatever. This is our new kitchen. Got the dung beetles that hang out in this little log. We had beehives right here, but they despawned. We'll have to get some more. We're feeding them these flowers and mushrooms. Medical brews. Let's restart these. Beer. Consumables. We got our beer kegs up there on the wall. This kitchen was cool. It is cool. I just wish we made it out of metal. We'll make the Valguero one out of tech. Even better. Little pantry. Why can't I? What's going on? Some Gigaraptors, Dinosuchuses. Double cooking. This guy's got a bunch of eggs. Whenever you need to make some kibble, he's got what you need. Should probably reset these. Yeah, these lost their fertilizer, but used to be our crops. They were all labeled. Something damaged these, baby.
That fucking raptor, dude.
Oh, the Alpha Raptor that got in the base.
Build it.
Carrots, potatoes, lemons, corn. And you could access these fridges from up here. It was nice. This was also a place where we were raising babies. Had us some tech troughs going around. Looks like these are all out of food, baby. It's all spoiled. Yeah, it's all spoiled. Oh, there's one trough with some food. The wyverns are alright for now anyway. But, yeah. Make Juana's up on top to feed the babies. It's a good little spot. You know what I mean? My old house used to be here on these platforms that are still up. It was connected to Loki's house. He's got himself some armor. Even when he was getting on, he wasn't living here for a while. But he was like my neighbor, so I kind of kept up with this stuff for him. This is all from like when we started out. This is the very, very beginning.
Have bolts.
No. But look, he still got his Christmas tree. There's a little hangout spot right here. Transmitter. A bunch of dead cryopods. It's not even powered anyway, is it? Nope. Oh yeah, it is. And it's bed. Little workstation. Let's see, can you still get up here? Yeah. This would take you up to the roof. And there used to be a bridge going from his to mine, which, yeah, it was right here. And obviously, there were stairs coming down so you could go back. But not anymore. Because there's nothing left on my house here. I'll make it to this. Let's check his 68 days. Let's see. So we've got our lake here separated. Look at them. They're just going to come straight for me. They're probably going to kill me too because I don't have any health. I don't think I'm going to make it out of here. Right on the porch. Right at the stairs. Anyway. Where can we spawn? Blue team. Let's see. Does this work? Very nice. I didn't have anything, did I? There's just some bullshit in my pocket. I'm pretty sure. Well, anyway, we had this separate pool. This is where we were originally raising frogs at. Hatch our eggs in here and, you know, feed them. It was very fun. I liked it. But then we opened it up. And this little corner over here, nothing ever happens, and it's not deep enough.
Getting an occasional otter that'll spawn in here.
Yeah, it might get you a little otter, huh? But it's good for taking a little dip. Right here, you know, the deep end of the pool, yeah. And I'm pretty sure this is where Hannah was fishing during the event. Was just sitting right here on these chairs. The Valentine's Day event, or whichever one you had to fish. Up here as well, same thing. Because, yeah, this corner of the pond, as you can see by the death I just experienced, the fish still spawn in this side. Over on this side, the fish don't spawn, as we killed the spawns with these structures here in the middle. So this is the breeding pool, and we fit the Basileos right here. They fit perfectly. You can throw them. They get pretty much up against these stairs. And you can hatch them right there in that, what do they call it? The embryo incubator. Also right here we had this little room for hatching, what do you call it? The anglerfish. You put your eggs down there. And then you could come around here, you could actually watch the eggs from right here. So we got the troughs, they're probably empty, yeah, spoiled meat. But do a meat run, teleport from the main teleporter, come over here. Save some of these fridges if you want.
I put a big one in it.
Yeah, Meguana sits right here, yeah. Let's see. There's no way to get up here, is there? Yeah, there's stairs right here. Back to this room. We'll take this elevator going up because it's cool. This is the arena. So there's red team and blue team. The bed's labeled red team. Teleporter's labeled red team. Red light. There you go. You got your fabricator, smithy, fridge, all that fun stuff. No, they're locked. This is the blue side, same thing. Blue team, blue lights. So anyway, you spawn in, you put like primitive flak sets, primitive weapons, you know what I mean? Whatever. Whatever you do, you and your buddies decide. And get geared up. And you come out here. You can go right, you can go left. Both ways will have these little towers. Or you can climb up. And you can come out here. You can use this little head glitch, kind of peek. Come across here. Fight in these little windows. Get a little closer on this, right? And they're symmetrical. Both sides work like that. There is a little window here so that they can see if you run and you slip through here. They get a brief moment to see like, oh, he's climbing the ladder. It'd be pretty hard to get the shot off, but they can see you coming. Here's a window to fight from. So we basically just built us a little paintball arena, man, and I like it. It's fun. You got these bars to protect you. Got this thing to fight on. Slide down. Come through here. Use these little corner posts like this. We were gonna play, what do they call it? Oh yeah. Well, that took forever. Capture the flag or whatever. Capture the artifact. Run up and try to pull it. This place is pretty cool. Only really me and Loki played in it, I think. We never really used it very much, but hopefully somebody on the server had fun with it. You come back here and fight and do all this. There's ladders. You can drop back, get on this little thing. There's a bridge with a little bit of cover, you know. And climb up from here. There's the top part of the bridge. If you get the don't mess the jump up like that, you can get in these little sweet spots. On this side, little honey holes, little stairs, get the angle, elevated position, you know. Yeah, this place is sweet. This is fun. I really enjoyed building it. I just like to build things, and this was really like entertaining, you know what I mean? Just trying to think of like where to put head glitches, where to put corners, lines of sight. And when me and Loki were playing, it worked pretty good, you know, for Ark. But yeah, very cool little spot. So that was if you were playing. If you were spectating, you could come up here. And I was gonna build bleachers. I just never got around to it. I had intended to extend this out a bit and make ramps so you could kind of get up a little higher and see down in. But there's no way out of the arena. There's no way from the main floor of the arena to get up here. As you can see over there, there's no ladders or stairs or nothing. Nowhere on this side. Obviously, you could run down through your spawn and be a cheating little fucker and go sneak around and come up this way if you wanted, but you know, who wants to do that? So it was intended to be able to watch the game from above, you know what I mean? This was set to public. It should still be, yeah. No, enable public. It was disabled. Damn. But anyway, you know, I'd put these little signs up. Open to the public. Red team, blue team. PvP with tribe mates and have fun. I loved it. It was a cool little concept. And then we built this. The Sky Saloon. With an outhouse and everything. This is when they released the structure skin with the first Bob's Tall Tales. So we were just kind of like playing around with it. We've got the Xion Phoenix on display. Which, if you didn't know, you can put cryopods in here and they don't go bad. Like, look, it's still full health. Little sofas for hanging out. We've got the trophies. There's the Alpha Rockwell right there. Christmas tree. There used to be poker tables, man. They got rid of the poker tables. It's an engram now?
Changed it. You can still put them up.
Okay, so we just have to build new poker tables. How did the piano get damaged? Oh well.
Probably a Tyrannosaurus
That's-
up there, some shit.
Probably someone drinking, man. Been drinking these bottles. And we built us a little bar, a little cooking, little turkey fryer. Little Santa's workshop. We got the taps. And behind the bar, there's the cellar. There used to be a lot of cool stuff down here. I just took it all out because I never use it. There used to be like vaults and fridges full of all kinds of goodies. Now this is it. It's just a cool spot that if you know, you know. Turn them on, hang out. There you go. I think there's anything in there, is there? Nope.
Chibi's there.
Yeah, the chivis are still there. Can't barely read them. There's Roxas. That's my dog's name. Got green Yeti, blue Thyla, some kind of squid, plesiosaur, raptor claws. I think that was the first event chibi right there. Unicorn, purple-nosed Spino, Quetzal, another green Yeti. And I was originally going to build a train track all around this base until I got bored and decided that that's something I'd probably save for Valguero, but here's where it was going to start. And I was just going to have it basically be a little roller coaster ride that went around the base. So on this backside here, we got a ladder. And that's to bring you up to the tribe tower. It's no longer active, but it was for a while. We got a windmill up there. I don't know if that does anything. So you have the, oops. Sometimes, yeah, fish spawn in this corner too. This is where I always see otters if I'm going to see an otter. But for whatever reason, it won't let us grab the fish out of this pond. Like, you can kill the fish. Oh, look, you can. You can grab them now. They fixed it. So if you see an otter now, you can feed it. Very good. We've got a tech generator right here, 68. They're all in the same timer. Another cloning chamber. Nothing in there. You see these little stone foundations right here. They go in a circle. And in the middle of this circle, there's a drop that spawns. And this is where we used to do our boss fights until we got the transmitter unlocked and started bossing from there. We built this. This was originally our way that we got into here. Which a lot of stuff spawns in here, man. We've had carches in here. I'm pretty sure someone kited that to us. I don't think carches naturally wind up over here. Alpha Carnos, Alpha Raptors, Trudons, anything that'll piss you off. Terror birds. They all get trapped down in here. For whatever reason, they don't run out that way. And they fall off the edge there. So we've tamed quite a few things from this little pit right here. And, oh, we gotta go this side. And I've shot many of them from right here. cranked them out. But yeah, this is where we had our little caving pad. At first, we'd run the swamp cave. We used to have a vault, fridge, all that. We'd repair our stuff on this little smithy.
Oh, I left a couple of them on aggressive because it took little scrap.
Okay. Well, yeah, this used to be up here on this little cliffside, this little ledge. We had our old incubation room before we moved it to that one over there. Then we converted this into the new boss pad. As you can see, there's a gate around it that keeps everything contained. And so it's pretty easy. If I could think, which one is go here? There you go. That way, when you come back from the boss and everything drops in a giant pile, you can just tell it, all right, everyone go stand over there. Kind of work them out till they get there, and now you can still access the transmitter. We got our trophies here, artifacts, all that stuff. Slap it in there, do your fight. Keep us some food and all that when we're doing it. But yeah, I've done many boss fights from here. It works very well. It used to be a generator, still is a generator, we just don't use it. And boss teleporter. So this tree here was Eric's old house. He since took it down and moved. He moved back a little bit where the ruins are. When the game first came out, there was a dude that lived back there that had a bunch of thatch structures. They despawned. But, you know, he's got his secret little Helm's Deep doorway. It takes you to the outside. A little skirt out here. And let's see. Raiding area. This is Mark's. This is a sweet little spot. I like how they got these natural ruins in here. I forget what box that is.
Tell you.
Does it? Oh, it's the Equus. Yeah. That's Mark's house. He's got another elevator. He loves his elevators. They work for him, but we're gonna leave that there. I'm about to be wrapping this up here. Let's see. There used to be a couple tree platforms on this tree. They'd have a bridge going up. Yeah, you can see the structures that are still there, connected to the foundations. And this little alleyway runs back behind my old house and Loki's house. And it comes up to right here. There used to be a drop that spawned. For whatever reason, it let Mark place these cliff platforms here. I don't think I did that. Yeah. And the drops don't come down anymore? It still does. Very interesting.
The original kid.
Yeah, this is where we had our kibble barn back in the day. I forgot about that. And we tore all the walls down. This is just the foundation of it. It was like a little octagon thing. But this is the back gate. Leads you down to the swamp. Come through with a lot of metal runs right here. Arch of Itineraries. And this will lead you back into our house. That's where we live up there. This is our garage that still am yet to use. We have all these little battle rig racers in here. I've never messed with trying to make them, but you know, one day I will. And this is the garden that Hannah built, where the Thylas always attack me nowadays. They spawn on that tree and they jump off and they fight me in this pit. But it was cool. I like what you did with the the railings going around it, and all the little mannequins, the little statues and whatnot. It looks cool. A fire pit. There used to be Plant X that would keep things off you.
Regular plant.
This door takes you out. Oh, it was regular plants. It's just food for the tames.
Okay.
Little turret there. There you go. Yeah. See, this is back where we were a second ago. Eric's old house. That little waterfall comes out of the breeding pool right there. Is this a little not underwater, but behind the water. Be a cool spot to do something with. But yeah, it leads you up right here to the garden. We've got this little hangout spot. You can go through here. And this is where our generator's at. And it's still at 68. Perfect. So they're all in the same cycle. And then down here, this is where Eric was bossing from. He likes to kind of keep his own little setup going, so he built himself a boss pad. It's a neat spot. The river that runs out to there. I'm gonna die from hunger here in a second.
So the herbs.
Let's see. You go up this log. He was originally gonna build his own little greenhouse in there, but decided not to. And up here was supposed to be like a watchtower, I think. Because we also own that down in the swamp.
This area is actual boss.
This?
Yes, and I found all of his fucking bricks spread out in the swamp. He left them on the grass.
Oh my goodness. I can't even jump down there. Here. I just broke my ankles. You hear that? Spawn in his house. I'm not gonna give a full tour of him because I'm about to hop off, but this is Eric's room. He's got himself some trophies, some armor, flags, chandeliers. Looks very nice. There's a little armchair he likes to read in. You come down here. He goes in here. This is his little breeding area. He used to collect eggs from right there, and then go in this room. There's ACs under here, yeah? They'd hatch eggs up here. I'm cooking embryos in there, whatever. Should still have some in here. Yeah, but it looks like they're about to pop, dude. They're gonna. Oh, they're just cooked down. Anyway, I think actually.
So,
Isn't there a way out of here?
so starting.
Okay. Now we're back to where we were. Under here. He's got his little saloon that he built. Some nice trees, nice little bushes in it. This little backyard area. And then his crime pad is up here. He's got all this. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a ladder up to ours, do we?
No, that that boss back.
Okay. So yeah, for the most part, that's HighKrew. That's our servers, and this was our base. It's definitely one of my favorite. There's a moose right there on top of the behemoth gate.
You
He's
see,
just chilling too. I love this base design. I love this location. We've been here a while, and we're definitely thriving. But with that, I think I'm gonna call it because I gotta go get ready to go sell lottery tickets.